I'm back, and guess what I brought with me? It's sound. So yeah, it just seems like rebooting OBS is what was needed. So in the future, I'll keep that in mind and maybe turn on my PS4 before I start streaming. I'm going to turn down the desktop audio. And I'm going to... Let's see here. I'm going to... Let's see if I can change settings real quick here. And go into 720p. That way you can get 60 frames per second, which is nicer than 1080p 30. But I think the last GT Sports stream I did 1080p 30, because that way I can use my HDMI splitter and play on my monitor. And for that game, I feel like it helps me because there's less input lag and I can drive the cars better. But for this game, I don't care because it's not online and it's not competitive. What am I doing? Sound and screen. Why is it all the way down there? Resolution 720p. Watch it explode. Okay. And now we set our resolution to 720. Then we drag it back up. And there we go. And we lost sound. Why? It was working like 2 seconds ago. It was even working after I switched the resolution, and now it broke. I'm gonna have to do the thing again. I'm gonna have to restart OBS again. Ah, I fixed it. Maybe? That was a bit crackly. Okay. I think I fixed it. Maybe. Hopefully the crackles fix themselves in a second. Sometimes it'll do that. Maybe. Might just be getting worse. No, it's fine. Okay. So yeah, apparently Wave Out broke, and I have to use direct sound. I don't know what the difference is between them, except direct sound gets a bit crackly at the start when you boot it up. But anyhow, we're all good. We can finally boot up the Grand Tour game, which I have not played yet, but I've heard it's not great. I've heard it is mediocre. So we're gonna find out for ourselves. Also heard that if you don't watch the show, you probably won't enjoy this game. Yeah, it's all the Top Gear guys, or all the old Top Gear guys. They moved on to this show after they got fired. Or one of them got fired. And then the rest left with them. And they made this show. I think this is Amazon's first game. I think their game studio is kind of like a little thing, not some behemoth. So let's get right in it. We've got clean driving record. I have 0 toilets. Hope I don't need to go to the restroom anytime soon. We've got our settings. What language do we have? We've got subtitles. Subtitles is my favorite language. This feels like an XBLA game already. Well, it shouldn't surprise you then that this game is priced at $15. So it is absolutely an XBLA-esque game. Which is kind of amusing because you don't really see those anymore. Like that type of game. Like they have a bit of an aesthetic to them in a way. that you don't really see anymore. That was kind of like only a 360 thing. But this game kind of has a bit of that going on. So we can select between the seasons. I think these represent the seasons of the shows. I think they're going to put out like a new section of the game each week as they release episodes for Season 3. Because they released the first episode a few days ago, I think. So let's start in Season 1. So this was... You can watch the episode. I guess this would just pop up the Amazon Prime app, wouldn't it? It'd be like, hey, you want to watch it? And then I'd get in trouble for streaming it. Although I do think they have clips from the show in here. I think this is a clip from the show, and it's in here, so... There he is. Oh yeah, this is about him getting fired. But then he's like, oh, screw that, I'm gonna make something better. I'm gonna get in my car and I'm gonna drive. The whole game is not an FMV. No, I think he was fired for hitting someone over a steak. That's my understanding, at least. I mean, I think he had a couple of strikes already with the BBC. There were some other incidents. Like, Top Gear was a huge show for the BBC, but came with a lot of controversy, so I think the BBC wasn't too upset about losing their host. But they got new hosts, and they weren't as good. But Top Gear is still going. So now we're actually driving. It's no longer an FMV game, disappointingly. I got a boost. Oh, that's good physics. Does this feel just like Assetto Corsa? I got a bronze. There's 15 scenes in this, apparently. You are playing through the whole episode. Also, thank you for subscribing or resubbing, Butters. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you for being a Pop-Tart, and enjoy your Taco Tom 2 emote again. It does not feel like Assetto Corsa. It feels kind of bad. does not feel great. Also, this runs on the R Factor 2 engine, surprisingly. Even though it is an arcade game, and which you'll see that shortly, I think. That race wasn't the best showcase of its arcadiness. What's happening? They made their own Burning Man. Because the 3 car dudes got a new show. I knew this had a lot of FMV, or like parts of the show in it. I didn't realize it was literally just the show, and sometimes you do the things they did in the show. He was born in 1836. As you can see the bar on the bottom, there's a long way to go before we get to the next scene. I could just skip it.
Probably for driving too slowly, ladies and gentlemen, James Bay!
He also got fired from a magazine that he worked on for leaving a hidden message in one of the magazines. Or like the first, they were reviewing like every car that year, and he changed it so the first letter in every review, when you read it all, it said something. And he got fired because of it.
And fired by Radio Lancashire, it's Richard Hammond! Hello! Hello! Thank you! Thank you! And ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, that's cool, Tab.
over here, he's basically a shaved ape in a shirt. And he technically is the only one of us never to be fired by anyone. It's Jeremy Clarkson! Thank you so much.
I guess he wasn't technically fired.
Anyway, we are all car journalists, and we have spent the last 20 years being fired. Yes. But we have poured everything we know, everything we care about, into this show. Everything. And coming up now is a small montage of what you can expect over the next 12 weeks.
Yeah, this is just the show. I don't think we'll be doing most of this in the game, because it's from episodes that aren't in the game. Oh my god, that would be amazing, Tev. You know, I'm kind of surprised there wasn't a Mythbusters game on the Wii. That seems like a good fit. That seems like the type of thing that should have existed.
James says we've got to stop for fuel.
I would totally play a Mythbusters shovelware game on the Wii. Would this be a minigame compilation? Probably, yeah. Yeah, probably would be. It would just be like you doing the things in the myths. There would probably be some driving ones that would all be bad. And ones where you make things explode. I don't know how the ones where you make things explode will work, because usually those are just, they press a button and the thing explodes. I know they had ones with guns, like, I guess you could shoot the gun through the gelatin dude. There was the one where you had to, where they shot the gun and had the bullet bounce off of things. That was cool. Motion control, pushing down the plunger. I want to say there was like, I think I'm thinking of a homebrew Wii game where you use motion controls to pee into a toilet. I don't think I ever played that one.
To the first ever Grand Tour. Right. Couldn't be more Kari if it tried. And I'm going to prove that point because we're kicking off with this.
Oh. TNT plunger. I see. I even a toilet plunger. I'm sorry.
I agree. The thing is, though, various supercar makers have now taken the sort of polar bear friendly technology from a Prius and they're now using it to create raw, naked speed. Now, I say the best of these hybrid hypercars is the mad, swivel-eyed McLaren P1, whereas Richard Hammond, who's wrong,
I'm not.
he is, because he says the best is actually the rather boring Porsche 918.
It's not boring.
Yes, it is.
It isn't. It isn't. But whatever, we decided to meet up with the cars and settle this once and for all.
I like this game with the sole fact that it's like, look at this amazing car, it's so cool. And then when you get into gameplay, you just immediately total it or slam into your partners, killing them instantly. One of these episodes, I think it's season 2, one of the hosts actually crashed a car in real life, unintentionally. Like, nearly died. It's not the first time he had done that either. But he ended up being fine. So, we're finally playing the game again. That first race that we did was super short. This one seems longer, but it still doesn't seem very long. This car feels better than the other one. I will say that. Doesn't... It's not too bad. The collision physics seem weird. Like, I can't really steer out of a collision. I kind of get attached to the other car.
Thank you very much.
Right, onto the straight.
Like there.
Drive carefully.
I did it!
Location we chose for this
Hey Ed,
Titanic duel was Portugal.
how are you doing?
Specifically, the international racetrack of the Algarve. When we arrived, mechanics from Porsche and McLaren pounced on our cars.
I mean, people who are doing the graphics are different from the people who are doing the programming.
The McLaren and the Porsche were ready for some
Or the gameplay physics programming.
And for these, we decided we'd drive each other's cars.
Press square while turning to drift. Okay.
Straight away, I can tell you that this doesn't have
Oh, that feels weird.
the brutality or the savagery of the McLaren. Because it has rear-wheel steering and four-wheel drive, it feels haunted. It feels
I need to drift for 1,500 meters. Can I drift on the straight?
gives you the confidence.
Can I snake? Kind of.
The grip is genuine.
You don't seem to lose your drift if you crash or go off course, because I am not on the course very much here. Oh god. Yeah, this drifting's pretty terrible. Maybe it's just because I'm not used to it, but... Oops. feel like I'm just kind of snaking all over the track and just like just getting points that way. Which is not how you're supposed to do it. But I also don't know how you're supposed to do it because these physics feel weird. Alright, I got the gold. I always feel weird hearing Porsche because your name association with the character Porsche. Yeah, they are pretty similar.
Absolutely brilliant.
I should have gotten 0 points for that drift performance. That was an atrocity. That should have gotten me arrested for war crimes.
This is frightening. That's what it is.
So now we've got to do a clean lap. I think we need to prevent Hammond from screaming. We can't let him get scared, so we have to stay on the track. Okay. That was close. Yeah, I don't know why this uses the R Factor 2 engine because it's not a simulator. It doesn't need it. R Factor 2 is a simulation engine. There are many professional race car drivers who use R Factor. Am I telling you this isn't a racing sim? That is exactly what I'm telling you. The cars in this game do not handle exactly like they would in real life. I didn't scare him. That's good.
Jesus. This recalibrates your mind. I didn't think anything could be as exciting as that Porsche, but this is what a car. I love it.
No, I think they add a whole episode a week.
Well,
So we're like
Rubbish.
a quarter of the way through the episode.
the same about this.
Were you?
This was boring me to death. It was like being stuck in a Victorian woman's
So I guess
shop.
instead of like watching the season, you could play the season.
Rubbish.
It was trying to kill me.
I
It's
know,
trying
that's-
to hurt me. It wants to hurt
Oh,
me.
that's why I like it.
Razor blade in the hands of a surgeon.
Except
sickle in the hands
Except
of
that means you wouldn't be able to watch all the exciting parts,
Absinthe.
because you'd be playing them. So that's a significant drawback in a way.
Hi,
Hey Abo,
What are you doing here?
I am here.
how you doing?
Gentlemen, I have in the back of that lorry something that will make your McLaren and your Porsche look like lumps of yesteryear.
I wish you would race the lorry around the track. Had kind of a down day, I'm sorry. Hope tomorrow's better.
I cannot remember the last time a car, or indeed any sort of thing, gave me a fizz like the Ferrari.
We have the Ferrari in the Grand Tour game. Wait, what am I doing here? What am I supposed to do? I think I need to stay fast. That was a pretty cool corner there. Okay, I think I understand the drifting a little bit more. Which is to say, when you use it, you're not supposed to brake at all. Can we get a 6 fizz? No, that's alright. We still got gold.
This, I believe, will absolutely mince the other two. Oh, man!
James was obviously talking nonsense, but there's no getting around the fact that these
We are 1/3 through this episode.
to a new level. They use the latest green
I would imagine you can stop and come back later. I would hope you can stop and come back later. If you have to do the whole episode in one sitting, that would be bad.
capable of blasting way past 200 miles an hour whilst producing fewer harmful emissions than a family saloon.
I don't know which of these cars I like the most.
What we have here, then, are three
I don't know if I
incredible
particularly like
machines
any of them,
that
to be honest.
have made the
Like in
traditional
real life.
car look wooden and old-fashioned. Welcome, everyone.
Well, McLaren's pretty cool, I guess.
Trinity.
We could choose. Oh, we don't have much time. I'm gonna pick the McLaren. So it's like Mario Kart, you get power-ups. I got smoke screened. Somehow I gained a position and all that. I can't actually see what power-up I have because the Clipart is covering that, I think. And I'm playing on my stream window, which I have full screened on my main monitor. So I'm just kind of guessing. I sent text, okay? So I think the guy ahead... I think the guy ahead slowed down because he had to read the text I sent him. That seems dangerous. Don't text while driving. This game encourages illegal behaviors. I like the random sounds this game makes sometimes. No, I got a text. So it's just like Mario Kart, with real-life cars and 3 middle-aged people. Not good at the races, apparently.
We could have played out there all day, but before we ended up in a £3 million crash, we decided to start the tests to see which of the cars was best. I came up with the first one, mainly to annoy gatecrasher May. Let's make the first test a drag race using electrical power only.
Good idea. No, it isn't a good idea.
Why not?
Because you can't drive the Ferrari on electrical power.
No!
No, well, of course you can't, because it's a Kerr system like a Formula One car. It's got a V12 engine and an electric motor, but they're all integrated. They work together all of the time. You can't separate them.
You should have thought about that, shouldn't you?
Bad planning.
With James reduced to the role of onlooker,
They do that a lot. They make challenges that
on the start line, but
deliberately
then,
screw
instead of
over
winning
one
the
person.
petrol engines, we shut them down.
Three, two, one. This is rubbish.
Oh, I was supposed to rev up. How do you rev an electric motor?
Look, you humiliated me massively.
I got a silver medal for last place. I'm gonna retry that one.
Petrol engines. We shut them down.
Three, two, one. Oh. Again.
It was still too low. It was less low than last time, but I don't think I'm going any faster than before. Let me restart.
Instead of revving the petrol engines, we shut them
Can I
down.
not skip the intro movie? Apparently not.
3, 2, 1. Go, go, go.
There we go. So now I should win, right? Yeehaw!
Oh my god. Who won that? It was me, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's not important though, is it?
Is it not?
No, it's just not relevant.
Right, right. In a drag race, it's irrelevant which car gets there first.
Yeah, yours is the better milk float. Back in the pits, Hammond had an idea for the next test.
We've got to drive to the hotel, yeah?
Yeah.
It's about an hour away, and it gives us a chance to see what they're like on the road.
That's a good point.
Real world.
That is a good point.
I can't do that. I can't drive the Ferrari on the road.
Why?
Well, it's not registered.
It is, got number plates.
No, that's just pretend number plates. If they register it, it becomes second-hand and they have to pay the tax. That's why it came in a lorry.
So you can't drive it on the road either.
Nobody can drive it. It's not road legal.
Oh, no.
Mate, that's...
Oh, that is such a shame.
It's an hour of...
Oh, sorry, James. That's really a rotten bit of luck because you've come a long
Rip
way from it.
James.
Soon, Richard and I were enjoying the world's best ever commute.
So do I lose if he passes me? Is that what this is? Apparently not, because he passed me and didn't lose. I'm gonna just have to be ahead at the end. I guess it has that because it's a one-on-one race. Oh, that was nice. Thank you. Oh dear. I think I've lost. I'm 400 meters behind. And I crashed my car. Oh dear. No, stop. Control yourself. automobile. I don't have any boost either.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I got a toilet. I can now use the restroom, finally.
Oh, bloody hell.
You're all right. You're all right in Italian. Oh, God.
Do they make fake footage? Probably, yeah. I think they fake a lot of it.
Later on in part 2, when these two have stopped dreaming up idiotic and irrelevant tests that it can't take part in, we shall see.
We've got to tell everyone about our track. Yes, we have one. This is the sort of place where you can drive cars at speeds that you can do on the road, but only if you want to go to prison afterwards.
What, like 38 miles an hour?
Well, 39, maybe even 40 from time to time. Now,
I feel like that's a joke from another part of the episode that we didn't get to see.
but unfortunately, it's too heavy.
I seem to remember that.
To see, too bitey.
They have a news segment that they do in every episode,
It's not a race circuit. It's not an airfield.
and I think they talked about like
It's not a road.
getting a speeding ticket for doing like 1 mile an hour over the limit, something like that.
And fast. And extremely dangerous. It even looks dangerous on a map, because as you can see, it's the exact same shape as the Ebola virus.
That's a relevant reference.
Right, time now to show
In 2019.
you what a lap looks like, and to do that, we've got a bit of a performance benchmark, a Ferrari 488. Take it away. Take it away. First up, it's the isn't straight, so called because it isn't straight.
So this is pretty cool, even though
Second right on the isn't straight, we're into
it's a bit weird. As far as like gameplay is concerned, it's a bit weird that like we were in the middle of all that scene figuring out which of those 3 cars is the best, and now we're doing something completely different. And we're gonna go back to those 3 cars later on in the episode. Like I know they structured the actual episodes of the show that way, and it makes sense for them to do it
lady's house because it's right next to
that way.
where an old lady lives. Get this 90 left.
But when you're playing a game, it feels a bit more weird.
Electricity.
And also it was weird that they put a barrier in the isn't straight, because the real track doesn't have that. I guess they couldn't figure out how to figure out when the car is going one way or the other.
House electricity, and because
I did not get a gold medal.
usually quite a lot of moisture in the air. It really is.
This is a
the
video
most
game.
dangerous track anywhere in the
Sometimes.
world. The car I've selected for my first lap of the Ebola Drome is this.
It's pretty cool that they've gotten all the cars from the show in the game.
The BMW M2.
I guess these days that isn't that hard, because Porsche is no longer owned by EA, or the Porsche license for racing games is no longer owned by EA, so now Porsche's in everything.
This isn't as fast in a straight line as an M3, but
I think I got a trophy for not skipping any of the cutscenes.
feels less heavy, less cumbersome.
Oh, I need to drift, you're right. I was not paying attention.
An unleashed 365 rampage horsepower from the turbo.
Look at this drift. This is incredible drift skills, yo. Oh no.
Whoops. Oh, keep your foot in it, man.
I don't know if you figured this out yet. The drifting controls are terrible.
Look at that for a tidy line.
Maybe because I'm doing it wrong. Which, you know, could very well be. I didn't get the silver, but whatever.
Was designed to trip cars up. There are fast corners, slow corners.
I feel kind of stupid for not realizing that that was a drift level.
It's hard on the tires, it's hard on the brakes, it's hard on the engine. It's point and squirt and bark and yelp. It is vicious. But there is nothing here which has flummoxed the M2. This thing is an absolute masterpiece. Like I said, it is the best M car BMW's ever made. You may think it's mad to suggest the cheapest M car is the best, but look at it this way. This track is a lot cheaper than Silverstone, and I know which one I'd rather drive round.
Let me get this right. At our track,
Yeah.
there's trees, animals, moisture, electricity.
Oh no, not moisture.
And an unexploded bomb.
Yeah. Like I said, it's the most dangerous track in the world. Honestly, it makes Imola look like a duvet.
Yeah.
It really, honestly, does. It
Anyway,
does.
all the cars that we test at the Ebola Drome will do a timed lap. And to make sure it's a completely level playing field, they will all be driven by the same racing driver.
Oh, I forgot about this. The guy they got on the season was terrible.
Thing is, Amazon, okay, insisted that the racing driver in question should be from this side of the pond. So we went to something called NASCAR, and we found one, and we shipped him to England, and then we introduced him to the complicated procedure which involves turning right. He's called Mike Skinner, but we know him simply as the American. Right, there he is, looking utterly bewildered.
So we get to play as the American, so we don't get to hear all of his incredibly stereotypical insults of non-American cars and things. So this one you don't drift. This one you go.
He's through the final corner on the exit straight. Into your name here. Okay, coming up to old lady's house. No turbo lag.
What was that?
Back straight towards substation.
I slowed down, then hit the drift button, and I crashed into the middle of the corner.
One more 90 left to go through field of sheep.
There we go. I really don't think you're supposed to brake at all, just hit the drift button the whole time. Because when you brake and then drift, whatever I did happens.
All by itself. We got the American to put some other benchmark cars. Well, we call them benchmark cars. He calls them communist. Around the track to see
Ha.
what's what. There they all are. Look. Now it's time to see where the M2 goes on that board. Let's have a look. Let's put it on. Oh.
Wow!
It's
I think it's the best M car they've ever made. Oh my goodness!
Look,
I prefer it to all the others that are quicker than it.
it's yes, it's
It's definitely the one you should have. If you want one that's slower than all the other M cars.
it's better. It's only it's quicker than a Civic.
Yeah. Slower than. If you had a choice of M cars, if you lined them all up and said,
Yeah.
"I'd like the fastest," it wouldn't be that one.
Shut up.
Better in every single way.
Hey, Mario Man.
You said that.
I don't care what you do.
How are you doing?
You know what? It's a fabulous game. You've driven it. It's a brilliant car. It really, honestly is.
It wouldn't surprise me, Tev.
To find out which of the new breed of hybrid hypercars is the best.
Yes, on day one at the track in Portugal, we established that the McLaren P1 is a mentalist, that the Porsche 918 is very good milk float, and that the Ferrari can do nothing at all.
Some of that is true. But now, day 2.
This is that show, yes. And they made a game about it, which I'm playing. Although the game appears to mostly just be the show.
By lining up the 3 most exciting cars on the planet for the drag race of all.
Remember when we were doing this? Now we're doing it again.
Naturally, this meant engaging launch control, which in the McLaren.
I'll move on to N64 games as soon as we finish this episode. We're 2/3 of the way there. Probably another 20 minutes or so.
I have to have the DRS button pressed with my thumb to keep the rear wing open, which reduces drag, obviously.
Launch control in the Porsche, left foot on the brake, hard. Right foot on the throttle, hard. Light goes green, left foot off brake, ding!
Launch button pressed for 2 seconds, left foot on brake, right foot on throttle.
Press launch control. Mash the
Do I think in the Mythbusters Wii game I'd create my own character and a creator independent of the Mii Maker? But wouldn't have Mii support because Nintendo was very strict about what games could use Mii's back in the Wii days, and a Mythbusters game would not have access to that. Would they have their own character creator, though? Would you need to create a character at all in that game? You know, I would say probably. Yeah, that's why there's so many bootleg character creators, because Nintendo wouldn't let them use the Mii's. But they still wanted to have things that were like the Mii's, so they made their own. I don't know how am I supposed to win that if that was a perfect start, and I wasn't even that close to first.
Our resident American said he wasn't interested because all 3 cars are probably communist. So instead, we went for a Belgian chap.
And there could be like a competition mode where you do the stunt and then Adam and James or the other people would also do the stunt and you'd compete against them. That would be cool. Man, now I'm kind of disappointed there wasn't a Mythbusters game on the Wii. Let's go back in time, like 12 years, and start a game studio together and get the Mythbusters license and make it.
And when he'd finished, we were interested to hear his professional opinion.
La McLaren, une voiture, je pense peut-être la plus difficile à piloter. Très facile de faire une erreur, et c'est vraiment une voiture de grand garçon. Il faut faire attention. Et
I should watch Mythbusters again. I haven't seen it in a long time.
At this point, word reached us.
I mean the good episodes, the ones that are a bit older.
So we moved on to the big event.
I had Hulu at one point with Spotify. I never really used it. I don't have it anymore because I'm not in college anymore.
Once the mechanics had finished their preparations,
But I do still have Spotify. I use that all the time. Man, my hair is such a mess. It isn't a ton of tangles, and I'm just untangling it the whole time. While this cutscene happens. And it's still just an absolute mess. I need to get it cut soon, but I've been saying that for like years now, so who knows. Alrighty, that's the camera. Spotify comes with Hulu if you have the student subscription, which means you have to be in college to get that. But if you are in college and you use Spotify, look up the student subscription and you can get half off. I didn't know that at first. I was paying like... I barely won that. No, actually I'm fine, because it takes the average. I thought it took the worst. I didn't know that at first, so I was paying the full $10 a month for Spotify for a few months, and I was like, oh wait, I can get this for half off. So that was pretty cool. But now I'm back to paying $10 a month again.
Thank you very much, James. You want to go and get a cup of tea?
I don't know if it comes with HBO or not.
Next, it was the turn of the Porsche 918.
How much faster will it go because of the stripes, do you think?
Much.
The stripes are the only thing that allows it to go at all. You know, most cars are powered by gasoline, maybe electric power. This one is powered by stripes, quite literally. So are we just going to do the same thing 3 times in each of the cars? I mean, I understand why we are doing this, but at the same time, I don't know if it's necessarily fun. Yeah, Spotify used to not have Hulu, and then they did. I think they might have also added something else recently to the student subscription, which makes it like a super good offer, but I don't remember what that is, so I could be making that up. Also, I wish you didn't have to finish the lap, but whatever. Do cool cars go faster, or are fast cars cooler? I think cool cars go faster. If only if because I think most supercars and hypercars are not that attractive.
Edgiest of the 3. But I was so confident it'd win, I was prepared to take a massive gamble. If the McLaren isn't the fastest, you two can knock my house down. What? Knock it down.
Your house.
Yeah. And I mean that. That's how confident I am that that will be the fastest.
Spoilers, it's not the fastest, and they actually literally knocked his house down.
Fine.
If that's not the fastest, we can knock
In real life.
Yep. You know where it is. You both beat.
I'd love to knock it down.
Sorry, I've already seen the show when it came out.
Here we go. A lot riding on this.
But what happens if in here it is the fastest? Also, why is my character Jerome? Jeremy? Or is that just Jerome? I don't know. I'm bad with names. Jerome. Was that good? It's the F1 driver. Which F1 driver? I don't remember any Jerome F1 drivers. Oh, that was surprisingly slow through there. So I guess Jerome is not a weird pun on Jeremy.
With that, back to the tent.
I don't know.
Thank you so much. Now, I want to make it absolutely plain, because I know this matters to Anorax. All three cars were running on exactly the same sort of tyres.
Yes, same tyres, same track, same driver, so the times are down to the cars.
Yep, and now it is time to reveal those times. And let me just make it absolutely clear. We don't know what they are. The producers have kept them from us. They're top secret.
Yeah.
So let's put the scoreboard up and let's begin with the Ferrari.
Too bad I've already seen this, so I know what the results are. And I've already spoiled them for you.
154.4. We don't know if that's any good, do we? But
Well, let's move on and do the Porsche next. Let's have a look. What did the Porsche do it in? Oh, yeah! You said it would mince the Porsche, and it didn't mince it. It was slower than the Porsche. I told you, it's just a melon ball. It's slower than my car, which was faster than your car.
I feel like
and it looks better.
Yeah, it did in my
I feel like a fifth of a second is within the margin of error.
Hammond, calm down.
I feel like it just as well could have been the other way around.
That really matters. The one where a lot's at stake. The McLaren, the McLaren P1.
Are you nervous?
No.
Sure.
No.
A little bit?
No, I'm not nervous.
So why be nervous? Because you could get like a shopping trolley and keep all your things in it.
I don't know if you can hear any music in the background. I think that might be my dad doing some stuff.
Be quiet. Let's bring up the time of the P1. Here we go. Where is it?
That is funny, because you said the fastest, but it's not the fastest, it's the slowest.
Yes, keep on cheering, audience. Keep it up.
Terrible disappointment. I'm afraid it's time to end. Thank you all very much for coming. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next
Do
week.
they not actually address the house? Did they cut that part out of the show? Oh yeah, this is gonna be... I don't know, maybe this one won't end up on YouTube. I haven't uploaded any of my streams to YouTube since I uploaded all of them, like, in July. If I remember correctly, his house got teared down in a different episode. I don't think that episode's in the game. But we did it. We made it through the episode. Watched the whole thing. Here's my driving record. Apparently played it for 19 minutes. It's not true. Really? I didn't complete that episode? I guess because I didn't get all golds. Or maybe because I got a toilet. That might be why. Well, anyhow, that's a game that... I know, it's... I feel like if you don't like the Grand Tour, you'll absolutely not like this game. If you do like it, I don't know. You're not missing out on anything by not having this game, but it's there. It's not terrible, but it's not that great either. I would describe it as mediocre. And yes, I had seen all of those cutscenes already because I had seen the episode before. And I feel like the way you want to play this game is you would want to watch the episode first and then play the game. I guess like if you skip through all the cutscenes, then it's a bit better. I watched all of them because I'm streaming it. I think normally had I been playing this like on my own, I would have skipped most of them. Well, this is download only, so it can't physically be in a bargain bin. And also, it's only $15. To be fair, they're not selling this game as like a massive thing. You know, it's a cheap little arcade-esque thing, and that's what they're selling it as, and that's what it is. So I mean, it's about what you would expect, I guess. It's a bit more video than game, but as far as like the gameplay itself, it's about what I expected.
Is that the size of the drop or what?
Mass square to assault mistake. Yeah, pretty much.
You're looking at magnificence.
Help! This is bad. James says we've got to stop the fuel.
I mean, most of their jokes are fairly okay.
He doesn't like it.
Some of them are kind of insensitive. But I don't know. Old Top Gear is pretty great. Some pretty great episodes. Grand Tour is not quite as good. Waiting on a CDI port. Imagine if Nintendo released the CDI Zelda games in a bundle on the Switch. That would be amazing. Throw in Hotel Mario in there as well. I wonder who has the rights to those games. Is it Philips, I guess? Does Nintendo have any rights to those games? Like, if those games were re-released, who would do it? Would Nintendo be able to do it on their own? Would they need Philips to cooperate? Or, like, could Philips do it on their own? Could Philips say, like, could they put that collection on, like, the PS4 if they wanted to? I feel like they wouldn't be able to do that. It might be in a weird situation where both Philips and Nintendo would have to cooperate, and that would probably never happen. Hence why you've never heard about those games from Nintendo ever. Who owns Mario Teaches Typing? That's a good question. Wasn't Interplay the developer of that? I want to say. I actually have a floppy of Mario Teaches Typing somewhere. Like a 5 1/4 inch floppy. And I don't have any 5 1/4 inch floppy drives to play it on because it's a DOS game, so can't put it in my C64. It's on your shelf, you'll check. Alright. I actually don't know where my floppy is. It might have been thrown out. So Tev said play Yakuza, but I also want to play N64 games, and that's what I said in my stream title. So I think I'm gonna set up some N64 games. I don't know which one I'm gonna play. I've got a bunch. If you want, you can look at my backloggery, which there's a link in the Twitch bio, and you can see all the N64 games I own, and you can recommend one to me, I guess. Anyhow, let's play some N64 for like an hour and a half or so. How's this gonna work scene-wise? Because it's 4x3. I guess we'll do this scene. And I don't have... Do I not have capture card? Oh, I do. Okay, AV capture is there. So it should be all set up, ready to go, actually. Let's see. Let's start off with this one. No. I've changed my mind. Let's start off with this one. This is a weird one. I'm not going to play this for more than a couple minutes. I don't have F-Zero X, unfortunately. I do have Garyamalf, though. So this is a Japanese game. I don't have F-Zero X because I have not found a copy of it yet in any of my local game stores. Game's too loud, yes, it is. Are we getting... Oh, okay. Maybe we might be getting double desktop audio. Let me mute desktop audio entirely. And now you should be hearing the game, and that would be... Oops. Okay, I think that should be good. Yeah, so this is a Japanese game. I swapped out a piece of plastic in my N64 so I can play import games. Or Japanese import games, at least. And I got this one because it was like $1. And when you include shipping, it's like $5. It's irritating stick, essentially. I forget the exact name, but it's extremely long. It's like Denryu Iribo or something like that. That's what it says, at least on the sticker that I put on the top of it. I have a label maker, and pretty much the only thing I've used it for is putting labels on the top of the cartridges, so I know which ones they are. So I played this for a few minutes the other day, and that was enough time to know that I don't want to play it for more than a few minutes ever. If you're on the hunt for a copy of F-Zero GX. I remember I got my copy of that game probably the perfect time, like 07, 08. I think I paid $7.99 for it. Which, good luck getting it for $7.99 these days. I died. This is very hard, by the way. I have not beaten it once yet. There was a completed time for this level, but that was from a previous owner of the game. It doesn't help that the N64 control stick is not that great for these types of super precise movements. It kind of wants you to go in a specific angle. It prefers that you go in like one of the 8 cardinal directions, which isn't good when the level's shaped like this. You gotta really finesse that control stick. Sometimes you can push on it, and the stick doesn't quite go the way you want it to. And when it's so narrow, there's often not a lot of time to correct, not enough time to really fix it. We're gonna do it! I did it! I've not played this on stream before, no. Clear time, 1:20. I did not beat the previous owner. They got a 110. But yeah, if I find a cartridge of F-Zero X, and I don't know how much that game runs price-wise, probably like 20 to 30 would be my guess. I'll probably pick it up. I'm glad there's a replay of this. I actually don't have any boxed N64 games. All of mine are just the cartridge. I'd like to get a boxed game at some point, but they are hard to find and more expensive. Ah! That's my name. Ah! One from Madden 64, the extremely rare and highly sought after Madden 64. One for Knife Edge Nose Gun. I've never heard of Knife Edge Nose Gunner before. My local game store had a NASCAR 99 box. They wanted $10 for it. And the regular cartridge for it is $3. And I don't particularly care about NASCAR 99. Now I need to look up Knife Edge Nose Gunner, because that seems like, based on the name, the type of game I need to know about. Is it bad that I thought this game was going to be about an actual nose flying around and shooting at things? Like, shoots knives at people? Like, when I heard that name, I thought of the WarioWare multiplayer minigame where you fly a nose and you're shooting projectiles out of the nostrils. Yeah, it seems like an on-rails shooter type thing. Oh, you can't see it. See, it looks like this. That's the game. Anyhow, let's play a different game, because I don't want to play this anymore. I don't like games that make me anxious like this game does. So I just bought it because it was cheap, and it meant that I didn't only have one import N64 game. Speaking of, let's play the other one. The other import game I have. This is a much better game. Have I tangled up my board? I fixed it. This is a good game. It's Puyo Sun. I only own one import. I own 5, I think. I've got this game, the other game we just played, Puyo Tetris on the Vita, Tokyo Extreme Racer on the Dreamcast, the Japanese version. I also have the American version, but my disc is broken, or it's scratched to the point where it won't read. I don't have the case for it. So technically, do I even own that game? That's a kind of a philosophical question. But I do have the Japanese version, which I can't play. And I also have the European version of one of those Densha de Go type games. Those extreme... I think it's... What is it called? Extreme Express World Grand Prix, which is a train driving game for the PS2 that I can't play. So I just have it. Paid $5 for it, because why not? Let's play Puyo. Actually, first I want to show you a cool mode in this game. Or at least in this version of the game. I don't know if this is in other versions of the game or not, but I know it's in this one. So, it's a mode where you have to make these combos with specific pieces. So you have to figure out how you have to piece the pieces. Yeah, it's a puzzle mode, kind of. And then you can also oops. There is some way. Went back to the start. There's some way you can get rid of those ghosts if you want to, but I left them on. I didn't beat all of these because some of them were already beaten by a previous owner, but I did beat all the ones that weren't beaten, including this one. So I'm pretty confident I could beat the others. Like that one was pretty easy. Yeah, find the spot to put the name. That's like the combo mode in the newer Puyo Tetris game. I'm maybe okay at Puyo. Not as good as Tim. But I kind of know what I'm doing up to like 5 or 6 combo. So this is the easy mode, which I've beaten a couple times. Let's do the normal mode. I'll probably play a few stages and move on to some other game. I might just rapid fire through some N64 games tonight. That's fine. I need... good setup. I did it. Oh, I won. Yeah, it's hard to, for me, once I get from like one side of the screen to the other side. I'm very bad at knowing how to set up the board so that I can go back the other side. This is not a good start at all. Whoops. What do I even need now? I think I need that. Oh, good. I think that'll work. I think if I get... Okay, if I get... Okay, I think we're fine. As long as that doesn't go there, or it did. Actually, oh. Okay. I can't. See a Kodak. I need get one more blue, but I couldn't get that there in a way that it wouldn't interfere. If I set that slightly better, I could have gotten like a 7 or 8 combo there. I didn't. I need a yellow. Wait, how does this help me? Oh. I'm so good. Can't remember if I said see you or not, Kodak, so see you. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna do that. Oh, I'm going risky now. Oh, that didn't work. That failed. I don't know what the Sun Puyos do. Presumably something. Oh, that's not good. It's also not good. That's also not good. Also, now I wanted to pop that. No, I lost. Sure, I'll continue. Puyo is a fun game, especially when you can actually see colors of all the pieces. I was playing this the first time. I didn't realize that the previous owner had changed the colors of the Puyos because you can do that in options, and I could not tell the difference between the blue and purple Puyos. But then I found that out and I fixed it. Look at that combo. It's bad. Kind of slow at Puyo. I used to be faster. So you need two purples and a yellow. There's my yellow, so now I need 2 purples, which I will get here. And I can pop the green. Oh, that didn't... Lost a combo there. Oh, I won before I could even do my thing. This isn't Stereotone Tim. It's Stereotone 10. Anyhow, that's this game, which you've probably seen a lot of in the past from other streamers, specifically trying to think of a funny streamer who isn't the obvious one here. I don't know if I can. I'm just gonna switch games. Let's switch games. Also, I'm good. Thanks for asking. Here's a game I haven't played yet. I should probably play. It's by Lamar and Tommy Hilfiger, apparently. I didn't know that. They sponsor this. It's 1080 snowboarding.
1080!
I like how they have both the number 1080 and the words 10 and 80. It's not 1080, no, it's 1080. Let's start. So I think this is more of a racing game than a Tony Hawk-esque game. A lot of snowboarding games were racing games more than they were stunt games. And I never really liked the racing ones. Maybe because I grew up with Ant, and that was probably one of the snowboarding games that's closest to the Tony Hawk style of games. Like this and SSX for more racing oriented. And I've never played this, so let's do the normal one. 5 riders. I'll choose the one that's playing pool.
Yo.
Because that's snowboarding. Diane Blaster. The others have names? Rob Haywood. Hello.
Yeah?
Kari Hayami. Ricky Winterborn. Do you think he was born in winter, or do you think he was born in like August or something? Kensuke Hamachi.
Yo.
I don't like this guy's stats. I think the other guys have better stats.
Yeah?
I'll be Ricky here, Winterborn.
Sure, I'll do it.
Well, I'm going to assume he was born in August, like I said. Got all these boards. Why would I want this one when this one is objectively better in every way? I'll choose this one, I guess. Regular or goofy? I can never remember which one I would prefer if I was riding a snowboard. It doesn't help that I've never actually snowboarded before, so I don't actually know which orientation I would prefer. course I'm left-handed, which I guess would mean you would think I would prefer Goofy. Yeah, I'm Goofy.
Welcome.
I'm a very goofy
Ricky
individual.
Winterbourne versus Rob Haywood. Ready? Go!
So I have no idea how to play this game. I guess we just go down automatically. And hold A and then let go jump. That's pretty standard. I have a damage meter apparently. That seems kind of abstract for a snowboarding game. I guess I go faster if I hold down the A button. I don't actually know if I do or not. Why did I crash there? Am I supposed to do something? Also, I'm only racing one other person. Stun. Yeehaw. I don't understand how I'm supposed to land tricks. I have the GameCube game as well, and I've never played that one either. So maybe next stream I'll take a look at that. Probably next stream will be a bunch of GameCube games like this is for N64 games. Do you lose? That's a nice font. That is a word art worthy you lose right there. Oh, so those 3 boards are my lives, I see.
Ricky Winterbourne
So
versus Rob Haywood.
do it again.
Ready? Go!
Oh, I see, you have to... I see, you move the stick up and down to align yourself. Yeah, SSX on 4 lets you play as Mario, and Soul Calibur 2 lets you play as Link. They're surprisingly... Okay, that made no sense. I looked perfectly aligned there. I don't think I understand the mechanics of this game quite yet. Maybe there's a tutorial that I missed. Yeah, there are a lot of weird Nintendo crossovers back in the day. Like, we had those, yeah, like DDR Mario Mix, which is a weird concept for a thing. I have a DDR Mario Mix shirt that I haven't worn in years. Yep, that made sense. I mean, isn't Waluigi always kind of a villain?
Ricky Winterbourne versus Akari Hayami. Ready? Go!
Let's do this. So I feel like the snowboarding controls themselves, like the act of moving left and right, that feels pretty good. My game feels alright to play. My only gripe is I don't understand how to not crash. And the music is surprisingly late 90s Eurodancy, which I dig. giant N in the snow. And the snow. Oh god. That reminded me of multiple things simultaneously. So, thing number one, at the school I work at, someone 3D printed a model of that N, which is really cool. And one of my favorite things that has been printed on the printer. The other thing I was reminded of was something I also work related I spent way too much time today working on, which was I made a wallpaper featuring a bunch of people holding the letter N in various situations. And the reason I did that was because they're all promotional pictures or like installation pictures for this software, this old software called Novell NetWare 6. And it's just all these people holding up like a letter N, the Novell logo, which is just a letter N, a red N.
Ricky
And they're
Winterbourne
all ridiculous.
versus Dion Blaster. Ready? Go!
Oh, let me actually pull up the picture real quick. Because I saved it in like 5 different places, because it's... We found it like 2 years ago on our old server that we booted up for fun. And I remember that day we spent like half the day trying to find the image on it, and we found some of the images, but not all of them. But I did some Google searching today and managed to find some more. I gotta switch to my... Oh, this is gonna be annoying because it's gonna make me log in to my... Oh, I'm already signed in. Okay, never mind. Can I just drag this directly here? Yeah, there it is. So this is based on what the login, the boot up screen for this thing used to look like, but I added in all the other N's. And I just realized I missed an N. I don't think I should spend any more time working on this because I spent way too much time in work. At work today, making this probably like an hour or so. But the end product was worth it. Now I just need to add in the N I missed. But I think my favorite of these is the one on the bottom left, 2 people holding up the N. That one's my favorite. But I just love all of this. This should have been the picture of the day. So yeah. Snowboarding. Let's board that snow. Okay, there is no way I'm going 100 kilometers an hour right now. I'm going like 20. I get slow down. This game has a lot of slowdown. Oh. Is there more to this game than just this? I feel like there should be some other modes in here. Ow! Ow. I wonder what happens when I max out my damage.
No!
See if we can find out. I don't know how easy it is to crash. Yeah, mediocre is a good way of describing Grand Tour game. I think if I played it on my own and skipped all the episode, the show part of it, I might find some improvement out of it. Although actually thinking back on it, maybe not. The controls were pretty bad at some point, and the drifting was terrible. Some of the worst I've ever seen in a game. They should have bestowed the Ridge Racer drifting mechanic. Like, that's what every game should do. Every game should just be Ridge Racer. I don't think I'm going to crash for the end of the course or damage Alpha. There we go. I lied.
Ricky Winterbourne versus Dion
I've got one life left.
Ready? Go!
Oh, I bet if you go left there, that's a shortcut. Ow. But maybe they should have taken out a few of these trees in this level. So there's a lot of slowdown. Oh, that looks sketchy. That... Okay. Oh, I guess you're supposed to jump over those. That would make sense. You can jump in this game.
Hey!
I just hit that tree at 100 kilometers an hour. I feel like that probably should have killed me. So I didn't even take damage. Yeah, I don't think holding A changes your speed at all, actually. Looking at the speedometer. I don't know how to not do that after every jump. I'm sure there's got to be some way. I just don't know what it is. Oh, I can drift.
Nice
I
try.
think with the was it the Z trigger you can drift maybe. But anyhow, that's game over, I think. Yeah. So you can also do time attack. Time attack, trick attack, which I guess is do the best trick. Let's go.
Contest.
Yeah? Sure I'll do it.
We are going to work our body.
Ready? Go!
Oh, this is slalom, I see. Wait. Ow. So let's just go through the gates.
Look out!
I can't tell if I was lying about drifting or not.
Hurry up!
I don't think that trigger does anything. You crash and then you barrel through the entire map. That would be kind of amusing. Okay, I don't care anymore.
Time out.
I almost got over 9,000, but I didn't. There's a training mode that tells you how to play.
Yeah, sure I did.
Yeah, I guess I'll snowboard. You really want me to.
Ready? Go!
We got free or half pipe. I want the half pipe.
Lean in!
This is not what I thought it would be.
Shifty! Indy! Nose grab! Tail grab!
I feel like I shouldn't be able to land in the middle of the trick. Why did that not count? It's a stiffy.
Shifty!
Oh, because it's a shifty, not a stiffy.
Stiffy!
There we go. It's the trick list. Why are all of these in red? Are they ones that have been done before on this cartridge? Wait, can I choose one? Can I choose the tweak? No, I can choose. Okay. What if I don't know if I'll be able to do this. First of all, I don't have the speed to do this at all.
180, 360! 180!
Do the thing! Oh, I think if you hold up, you go faster. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not good at this game.
180!
But I do like the music. It's very 90s. Let's see what other games we have. We've got... here's another racing game I got but haven't played. Blow into it. Give it another try. Not one to work. Might need a Q-tip cleaning. Most of these N64 games, I find you blow on them a few times, put them in a few times, they will work. They don't really need to be cleaned with like a Q-tip and rubbing alcohol. Whereas Genesis games, I find a lot of them do need to be cleaned before they will work. This one's not having it though. I'll give it one more try, and if it doesn't work, we can move on. I don't want to keep you here waiting. Yeah, actually, looking at the contacts, they look kind of dirty. So I suspect this one is going to need the old rubbing alcohol treatment. So, alright, guess we won't do that one for now. Have to clean it and try it again later. Alright, we're doing snowboarding racing. Let's do... Well, maybe not. Let's do it if it works. There we go. We did snowboarding racing. Now let's do motorcycle racing. This is under the Nintendo Sports label, apparently. It is a Sci-Fi 64. This game supports the expansion pack for higher resolution but lower frame rate. So most of the time you don't want that. God, I forgot that there were Hotel N64s. Yeah, this game does that thing where it's like... Oh, I think the sound is how to sing. That's annoying. Can I fix that real quick? I think it has to do with where the sound is coming from. Don't listen. Maybe it's delayed for me, but not for you. Does the sound seem off for you when I press down on here? Well, you can't tell it when I'm matching, but like, do you hear it immediately, or do you hear it like a second later? It's not off, but it's loud. Okay. So it's not off for you. It is off for me, but that's fine, yes. It's not. It's like off by like a second or so. I can deal with it. The N64s themselves are basically in server racks elsewhere in the hotels. That's pretty interesting, though. Man, I wonder what one of those N64 server rack things looks like. Now I kind of want to own one of those for no good reason. I kind of want to get into like collecting like beta and developer things, kind of like what you do, Ed. But I don't really know where to start with that. That's not really that easy of a thing to get into. But regardless, let's play this game that I have booted up. I'm a novice. If I remember, I wasn't very good at this game. We have not unlocked those levels. Let's do Kyoto. Apparently has a giant N in it, just like 1080 did. I want a Switch dev kit. And also, I think an original Xbox dev kit would be cool as well. but I wouldn't do anything with it, so. We got Jumpin' Jim Rivers, Tricky Ricky Stern, Sarah Sugar Hill, Bobby Big Dog Malone, Nigel the Duke York, get the build of Superbikes 2000 PS1. That would be cool. I have the PC version of that game. I remember liking that. Kind of. I should go back and try that game out again for like 5 minutes. I kind of just want to see what tracks are in it. Now that I know more about tracks in real life than I did back then. There's also Vicky the Vixen Steel, and that's it. I'm gonna go with Tricky Ricky. We're just going with all the Rickies. So, those who don't know, I've never had an N64 until last year, so most of these games are brand new to me. I've never played them before, I don't have any nostalgia for them. This game, because of that, it seems kind of weird. Like, having played other motor and cycle games that came out, like, around the same time, or years afterwards, like Motocross Madness, or and like some of these, like this one, I don't know, it seems slightly weird in a way I don't know how to describe exactly. I think having the temperature gauge, I mean, as a relic of NES Excite-Bike is a bit out of place in the rest of the game. Has a more simulation-esque take on motorbike racing, like feels kind of simulation-esque in a way. Not as arcadey as you might expect, but you still have that temperature gauge. And I don't think you can preload. Was in this. That might have been an invention after this game. Found it. Also, how this song in particular is super compressed and it sounds weird because of that. This song just gives off a weird vibe to me. Italian string. Italian string. I remember this tweet. I don't know why I didn't like it. So is Italian string like the temporary name of a racetrack, or was it like text that was going to be in Italian? Probably text, because you've got like a lap counter in the position, and they're both Italian string. Everything is Italian string. That's amazing. And then the graphics polished. Yeah, I absolutely want to see a stream of that at some point. The song sounds... It does. It's a weird song. And it's also like a 5-second loop as well. All text strings are language selected strings. That's interesting. I wonder why you would do it like that. Or like your backbone. I don't know. So yeah, you do races. There's also special tracks. You got like a desert. Of course, I can't do original Excite-Bike, unfortunately, or soccer, or Excite 3D. This just looks like Excite-Bike World Rally for the Wii, which is a great game. By the way, if you still have Wii eShop points, it's not eShop, Wii Shop channel points, you need to spend them soon because I think the 29th or so, they're closing down the shop forever. So buy the games. Oh, the English text is complete, I see. Sounds pretty awesome. Yeah, I want to get more into collecting like unreleased or pre-release things like that. I think that stuff is super cool. I remember I tried the desert once. This is kind of cool. Reminds me a lot of, this mode reminds me a lot of Motocross Madness. That's simple. 3, 2, 1, go! Yeah, $20 is cheaper than I thought it would be. How do you find stuff like that? Is it just like searching on eBay? Or do you have connections? You have connections with the unreleased game mafia. So I've got, yeah, so I can press the trigger and get a boost, but the boost makes my temperature go up, so I have to be careful. Got to monitor my temperature and can't overheat. So yeah, my goal is to just go through all these bonfires. My memory of playing this before is that you have to hit those bonfires almost exactly. If you're off at all, or screwed. And I think I just barely missed one and lost because of it. Yeah, I know a lot of these can be overpriced. Oh, did I not get the goal? I think I was right on it. There we go. Yeah, in retrospect, this isn't a great mode, which is probably why it's just one level through in the other section. There's also a custom track editor in here. I'm gonna really quit. This seems pretty cool. You can add a straight, you can add a turn. Look at all those turns. You can add a jump. You can add a user piece. What is this? Oh, you can add the individual polygons. That's pretty innovative. You can make a disaster. Unfortunately, we need. Oh, I lost my user piece. Wait, no, there it is. Hold on, go back. I want that thing, and then I want to turn, and then I want another straight, and now let's race. I'm not going to save it because I don't have much space on my memory card, because Lego Racers takes up like half of it. That was good. I just crashed into the audience, and they like that. Here's my masterpiece track piece. Such a masterpiece. battery, maybe? Like Zelda? I meant maybe they were thinking of putting a battery in there and then decided against it. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they were just thinking in the future. You can also drift, I think. Save the audio tape. A lot of games did that back in the day. Like, in the UK, a lot of games were on tapes. Like, bought a cassette and that was your game on your Commodore or ZX Spectrum or whatever. And it took forever to load and was unreliable. Yeah, I don't know why they left that code in. Only thing I can think of is that maybe they were thinking, well, maybe the Famicom, the system will come out earlier, or they were just being proactive and then just left it in. This might be loud, but I've never heard of this site before. I'm trusting you, Tev. I'm trusting you to not give my computer a virus. Oh, you reversed it. Oh wait, you can't actually hear this. Hold on. Because I muted desktop audio. I can't tell if they reversed it or not. I mean, obviously they didn't reverse the drum beat, but like the guy speaking. It's just such a weird loop. Such a weird 5-second loop. Alright, well that's that. Let's try another racing game that involves things that aren't cars. So we had snowboards, we had motorbikes, now we have jet skis. Kawasaki jet skis, in fact. As they will advertise. You want a wave racer for Smash? That would be cool. There was a rumor that there was almost going to be an Excite Biker in Smash for Melee. Okay, I'm just going to do a race or two.
Select your watercraft, please.
Apparently you can give the riders custom names, and on this cartridge the names were Big Cliff, Bree, Little Cliff, and Max. So if you happen to have Rave Race 64 and you named your characters these, well, I've got your cart. Yeah, I think Pit was considered as well. And Balloon Fighter. I think Bowser and King Dedede were considered for the first Smash, and I think Snake. I think Snake and Sonic were both close to being in Melee. Is there room for Ski Face? I don't know. Probably not. Okay. This is a good game. I just realized this game runs at a strange resolution. Runs slightly cropped. I am playing World Record 64, yes. Just for a little bit though, I'm kind of going through a bunch of N64 games real quick. Went through some racing ones. This is on an actual 64, yes. Got the kart. Also did Excite Bike 64 and 1080 snowboarding. Nintendo seemed... whoops. Back on. Nintendo seems to have a racing game series for every sort of vehicle except the car. Like, they've never had any sort of Gran Turismo competitor or anything like that. But I guess they don't need it when they have Mario Kart. They've got all these other series as well. None of which they've really continued recently, which I don't really blame them because racing as a genre has kind of not been as much of a thing as it used to be. But they've got Wave Race with these things, they got Excite Bike with the bikes, Excite Trucks with... I guess they have Excite Trucks for off-roaders. 1080 snowboarding for snowboarding. Futuristic Racing, F-Zero.
Move on to the next.
They did Kirby Air Ride.
Welcome to Sunset Bay.
They've done a fair number of racing games.
Start your engine. 3, 2, 1.
For some reason, all this talk has suddenly reminded me of the cycling game in Wii Sports Resort. And now I suddenly want to play that. You know what? No, I want to play Wii Fit. Not tonight, but at some point. Oh, that went poorly. I have not played Wii Fit in forever. I bought Kirby Air Ride the other week, actually. Played it for a little bit. I'll probably stream that when I go through a bunch of my GameCube games. This will probably be the next stream. I mean, I don't have any nostalgia for Kirby Air Ride, but watching Raining Kids stream it made me really want to get it, so I've been on the lookout for it, and I finally found it, so. Whoa! The little bit I played at Kirby's Air Ride, it seems alright. I was not very good at it. I was surprised. I think the thing that surprised me the most about Kirby Air Ride was the lack of structure. Like, you have the 3 modes, but there's not really any progression within those modes, at least not what I saw in the brief time I played with it. It's just like, here are the tracks, you can do them, then you do them, and you've got all the challenges. There's a ton of different challenges, and then you unlock stuff by doing those. Yeah, I mean, I think the challenges is really cool. So I'll probably go through at some point and do some of those.
Move on to the next round.
I have 11 points. I need
Welcome
2.
to Drake Lake.
I like the aesthetic of this game.
3, 2, 1. Okay. Nice. Wow. You left everybody behind. Good.
That's how jet skis work, right? Skiing on the land. Yeah, there were very few land games, weren't there? There's Kirby Air Ride, there's Double Dash. What was the other? What's the third? Was it... It wasn't Phantasy Star Online 2, was it? That was for... like Phantasy Star Online 1. That used some other adapter, I think. I don't know, it's weird that... Oh, that looked painful. Oh, it's 1080. Okay, I have that one too. I don't actually have a double dash though. Interesting that all of the land games were racing games. It's also interesting that while the GameCube, was technically capable of doing land and online, it's like barely ever done. Oh, I goofed. I wasn't paying that much attention. Also, my sound is like off by like a second, which is throwing me off slightly.
Fourth. I'm sorry, you've been disqualified.
Oh no.
Move on to the next round.
So that's Wave Race 64. Let's play another game or two real quick. I'm probably going to end the stream around midnight because I need to get some sleep, unfortunately. Let's see. I've been playing Diddy Kong Racing some, but that's a lot of racing. Let's see. Do I do this one or do I do the other one? I think I'm gonna do the other one. Maybe. If it works. Work. I command you. But yeah, like, why didn't the GameCube do more stuff with online? Is this one really not working? This one was working before. I've streamed this one before. This is just not feeling it. I really want this one to work. If it doesn't work, I'll play the other game, which was not the other game. Hey, here we go. It's Mario Golf. I'm gonna be Yoshi, who is apparently not gay. In case you were wondering. In the past, I just did get character, but that can go on for a while. So let's do... Let's do, stroke play, because you can do a 9-hole game. I need 161 points. Wait, no, I want to do 9 holes. Go back. Save and quit. Just end. Let's do 9 holes of this to end the stream. Oh, this is going to be annoying with the out-of-sync audio for me. Oh well. I'll deal with it. Also got the GameCube Mario Golf game the other day. Same time I got Kirby Air Ride, and I have not played that one yet. So probably see that one soon. How do I view? It's been a while since I've played. No, I want to go back. I think I got it. In the hole. Almost. It's a bit fast.
Nice.
That's fine. That was not great. And one thing I've noticed weird about my chat is how many more people are in the chat room than are actually watching the stream. Like, I know some of the things in my chat are bots, like ClipArtBot and ButtSpot are both bots. They're going to be in the chat and they're not going to be watching the stream, but according to Chatty, there are 7 people watching the stream right now and there are 26 people in the chat room. Which I find a bit interesting.
Nice par.
And like I can look through and I can see, let's see, how many people do I know are bots? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 including Tev. And probably some of the others are as well. There might be another couple in there, but still. There are not 19 bots in my channel, I don't think. I never played Pac-Man Versus. They released it on the Switch, actually, as part of Namco Museum. So in that regard, I do own it.
Nice on.
Sadly, the Switch version of Namco Museum is one of the less good compilations. In the hole! Oh, that was close.
Nice par.
Yeah, it would have been great for the Wii U. It's like what it's made for. Man, remember Nintendo Land? What a strange concept for a game. As like a package. Oh, I can't make it. I need to. I'm gonna play it safe. I really like the Donkey Kong one, which is one of the simpler ones. But I really enjoy that one. Where you had to tilt the not the Joy-Con, the gamepad. Yeah, I got pretty good at that one.
Nice on.
And just the whole, like, collecting things part of it. Should be an easy putt.
Nice birdie.
Luigi's Mansion was one of the multiplayer only ones, wasn't it? There were 3 of those. There's that one, and there was the Mario one. And there was the Animal Crossing one? I don't know. I don't even know if there was an Animal Crossing game, let alone if it was the multiplayer one.
Duffed it.
Good shot. I didn't play the multiplayer ones much because I have no friends, but I played them a little bit. I don't remember much about them though. I should go back and play Nintendo Land again someday because there's a lot about that game that I don't remember. I overshot it. Slow down. Whoa there, ball. Is this for... This is for bogey, I think. Because I whiffed. Get in the hole! Oh, that's disappointing. Yoshi, no. Mario Maker is the only reason to have a Wii U, but it is a very, very good reason to have a Wii U. I'm probably going to keep my Wii U because I never get rid of anything.
Nice par.
How else am I supposed to play superhero math games for babies or whatever it was called that I streamed once? You need to make money. There's gotta be a money and inflation joke somewhere in there. No worries, Tev. I mean, there's no rush on it, since it's just an alternate set of art now. Oh yeah, Yeek is a thing. Y2K. I hadn't heard about it until it came out. Yeek got a Wii U port? That would be surprising to me if it did. That's gonna be short because of the rain. Not doing so hot. Oh, what am I doing? I'm losing it. I have Affordable Space Adventures. I've never played it. I think I got it in a Humble Bundle. One of those Nintendo Humble Bundles. I think it's pretty cool that Nintendo and Humble Bundle have such a good relationship. You can actually buy Switch games on Humble Bundle, which is strange. I also don't know really why you would. Like, if you're going to buy them on Humble Bundle, why wouldn't you just buy them on the eShop? I guess when you buy it on Humble Bundle, you get a key. So maybe, like, if you wanted to gift a specific game to someone, you could buy it on Humble Bundle and then tell them, hey, happy birthday, here's the key. Put it in your Switch and huzzah, now you're the proud owner of Crayola Scoot. Or whatever game you've decided to give them. I actually bought Crayola Scoot with the intention of streaming it. And then, like, the day after I bought it, Vinesaw streamed it, and I lost any sort of motivation to stream it. There are parts of Crayola Scoot that I don't know if any of you have seen the game. Probably some of you have. Basically, it's like Splatoon, but you're riding scooters, and it's Crayola themed. And there are some parts of that game that genuinely look good.
Nice part.
Yeah, it's weird switching between controllers after using one for a while. Especially when it's like switching between the Xbox controller and the Switch controller. Because they swap A and B and X and Y. That's going straight in the bunker.
Oh, too bad.
Oh. That's not... Get it out of the bunker. Don't do it. Don't roll into the water. You stop, ball. You stop. Halt. Good boy. But yeah, they flip the A and B buttons and the X and Y buttons, and like, it makes me forget which one is which. Then I feel bad for forgetting that. I mean, most of the time I get it right, but sometimes I feel like I've gotten more used to the Switch layout now, actually, as opposed to the Xbox layout for those buttons, which surprises me because I grew up with the original Xbox. I looked into replacing the hard drive of my OG Xbox with a new one, but I don't know if I'm going to do that right now because getting the hard drive and the parts to do that would cost as much cost as much as just buying another Xbox if mine ever broke. But also, it's something I will have to do eventually to preserve the life of the Xbox, because, you know, all the hard drives and those things are going to fail eventually. Got one of those 8-bit Duke controllers. I don't know, I find it hard to trust any third-party controllers. I got 6 experience, that's not very many. I didn't do that well. You're gonna get this sometime. What is this? Oh, that's the same thing that you linked. I think you posted the wrong link, yeah. There we go. Oh, that's cool. It's a wireless adapter. So you can... Wait, so does it allow you to use... Okay, so I see. So it lets you use essentially any Bluetooth controller on your PC or on your Switch. That's interesting. So you can use PS4 controller on the Switch. That might be good for like Katamari. Because you've got the 2 joysticks aligned side by side. I think Katamari would work better that way. It is a lot cheaper than a Pro controller, yeah. They say it supports gyro as well. That would be interesting if they supported the PS4 gyro on the Switch. It says support PS4 motion and rumble features. I don't know if that includes the Switch though. I know it does for PC. I know the Steam Link has pretty awesome PS4 controller support. Like, I feel like it supports the PS4 controller better than the Steam controller. Also, the Steam controller it's not good. Google hears everything you say, Ed. They know everything. Everything but HD Rumble. That's pretty impressive. I might add this to my wish list. I don't know where my... Oh, add to list. There it is. Buy off your Amazon associate link. I didn't know you had one. That's cool. I will try to remember that the next time I buy something on Amazon. I don't know when that will be though, so I'll probably forget. So I will apologize in advance for forgetting. Anyhow, it's midnight. I need to go to bed because I have to get up at like 6:30, 6:45 every morning now, which I don't like. But that's what happens when you become a functioning member of society and have a job. My schedule for the next couple of months, job-wise, is going to be fairly busy. So I don't know how often I'll be streaming then, but I will try to stream at least once a week, which I know I haven't even been doing that lately, and I'm sorry about that. Because I know people subscribe, and that means that they want streams, and that means I need to provide them with streams. So I'll try to be a bit better about streaming once a week. I don't know, maybe I'll try being a bit more consistent about streaming on Tuesdays or something like that. But anyhow, I'm gonna remind you again, if you weren't here at the start of the stream, that I am hosting a game jam this Saturday that you can take part in. Let me load it up real quick. It's called the 6-Hour Tin Jam. Basically, the goal is to make a game in 6 hours. And I'll be streaming it from 5 to 11 p.m. You can do it anytime on Saturday, but if you want to make your game along with me, that's the time. There's no real rules besides the 6-hour time limit. You can use any engine or any assets or anything. Not really expecting any sort of quality. It's really just for fun. And there's an optional shovelware theme if you want to do that as well. So that'll be this Saturday. That'll be fun. I'll stream all the games people make on Sunday. And then also, one last reminder, on Indigala, if you go to indigala.com, hold on, first let me post a link to this. Then if you go to indigala.com, you can buy Taco Tom 2 on sale with a bunch of other games as well. And that's pretty cool. If I can find them. Here they are. Here's that link as well. Got all these other games and this one, which is probably the worst game in the collection. And Tev is also streaming. I don't know what she is streaming, but it's probably something. Most streams tend to be of something, so. I'm gonna head off now. I'm going to raid Tev, because that seems like the thing to do. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll be back eventually. I'll be back no later than Saturday with that game jam, which I'm pretty excited about. So even if you've never made a game before in your life, if you want to just download a click and play or something and make some garbage, it's totally fine. Go for it. I want to see all your games. So let me host Tev, or raid Tev. I gotta go to my dashboard. Why did the music stop in this hold on screen, but not here? I don't get it. Okay, whatever. Raid. Oh no, I've got to type in her username. Hold on. I think I did it. I did it! Click that raid now button. And then go raid her. I'm gonna head off. Thanks for watching. See you all later. Have a good night. Bye-bye.